Hello, duck. I wonder if I had feet, if he would come up to me. Come here. Their feet smack the mud and make a clapping sound. This bike knows when it's going downhill and super crawls downhill. Are you waiting at the door? Come on, you want in? You were really messing up my rabbit poop piles. Hey, come here. I don't know what he's digging for. Worms, maybe? I don't know if rabbits eat worms. Look at him pushing now. He's pushing it like he makes a little burrow. But there's plenty of food. Like, there's food all over the ground, whole pellets. But whatever it is, and he's all nasty looking because the other rabbits pee on him. You'd be nasty too if I let you in there, because you'd lay right in those poop piles and those rabbits would pee on you. Crazy animals. Look how cute these are. Little Corona, little loppers. Don't weigh nothing, you won't feel them, right? I carry these ones on the four-wheeler. They're pretty heavy, they're probably a couple pounds. I carry these ones, same thing. Actually, I think they're exactly the same thing. So I didn't realize this one had been put back here. I set it back there. Haven't been running this four-wheeler as much, and I just dug down there to find a pair, and they were tangled up. Before I turned this on, it took me a couple minutes to get them out of all this hay twine, this hay bales, and they just get left on the property, and I always pick them up. Keeps them out of animals' digestive systems or around their feed, or any number of things could happen. Same thing with metal, constantly picking it up. But I leave it here because I might need it one day. Never has that day come. Let's hope that day never comes. But I'm gonna finally take this stuff and throw it away. I'm finding all kinds of stuff in here that I didn't realize I had in there. These things, I'm constantly using these front end nippers to cut heads off of stuff, and zipper pulls, and you name it. But I'm gonna take this on the four-wheeler because there's always stuff to cut, little things to just trim, and the big loppers just they add up time. They take a while to use. They're heavy. If you're out there for a while cutting stuff, you definitely feel it after a while. So I'm gonna carry those little ones. I guess I'll go ahead and put a big pair on the new four-wheeler also, just so they're there, cutting limbs up higher and stuff like that. I like to make it so that you can stand up on the four-wheeler, and when we're on any of the trails, you can ride through there without any of the branches smacking you in the head, especially like the vines. The vines grow faster than you can cut them, and it just keeps you from getting your face sliced open or whatever. So not a big deal, but we'll give these little suckers a try and see how they do. These are the Corona Season After Season Classic Cut two-handed branch stem pruner. Cuts up to 3/4 inch. I think I got them at, I don't know, Tractor Supply or Lowe's or Home Depot or somewhere. These front end nippers are the absolute best for cutting off packaging like that. And if you follow me because of the tactical gear, I know a lot of the YouTube videos aren't tactical gear. For you guys that don't know, we make nylon tactical gear. There's a factory in this building. And if you have zippers you got to cut, these are the best. It's what we use for cutting zippers in here. See how she doesn't cross the gate threshold? You want a sausage? You want a sausage? Bite it off. Take it. You want a sausage? Look at that tail. What up, Wiggles? Come here. Come here. Come here. That's all I got for you today. Past that, it's normal food. Come on, buddy. Duck, 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 goose. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'd like to make a better video for you, but the duck doesn't want to come. He's coming. I don't know if he'll walk past me or not. Come on, baby. Maybe I can put the camera here and he'll come past the camera maybe. What's up, Bugs? You can do it. Those greenhead ducks sure are pretty, aren't they? These black and white ones are pretty cool too. I think they're a pair there. The one has blue wing and the one doesn't. I think that's a pair. And she is the one I think that's getting out every day. And she is laying eggs. There was one there yesterday, and now there's two there in that nest. I don't know if you saw it. I'll go around and get you a better video. Pretty thick in here, a lot of birds. That's on purpose. Rather than putting them into two places, we have them all in here so that when it gets cold, there's not a heat problem because we don't have a heat source in here. I put the straw about halfway up. You can see they can huddle down here. They sit up here as soon as the sun comes up. They've got the perch up high if they want it, but there's enough birds that they're producing enough body heat. Come in here and gunk all that out of there. That water is about 3/4 full right now. Give them a little feed. This little guy I put out here yesterday, and he might not, he might be getting picked on or something. It's weird to see him in the corner by himself there. He's the runt kind of, and I don't know, I might have to take him back in, put him back under heat, or her hopefully. Oh, he's getting in there and eating. There's those Rubbermaid containers again. Rubbermaid Brute 32-gallon trash cans. Okay, I'm all done up here. A lot of these rabbits are going to Kentucky, to tornado victims. A lot of homesteaders lived up in those small areas that have no federal funding or assistance. Bear and Grindstone, New York Prepper, there's a bunch of dudes in there, bunch of guys in there assisting and helping, but there's a lot of homesteaders up there, and they're kind of doing these homestead rebuilds. So I've got between these rabbits and those rabbits, I've got about 40, 50, maybe even 60 to part with. So we're just kind of holding them right now, feeding them, taking care of them, and we're going to take them up there. Rather than slaughter them here, we're going to take them up there and give them to those guys so they can replenish their breeding stock. And you know, rabbits produce like well, like rabbits, and you put a female into a male's cage, and 30 days later you have babies. So if you do that for a year exponentially, with one male, one female, and then you breed your babies back to your babies and blah blah blah, you have something like 1 million rabbits at the end of the year. So those areas in Kentucky, if they can stay off of these and just eat their extra males, there should not be any rabbit shortage in the area just off of these. And I've got multiple different lines of rabbits, so inbreeding's not a huge deal in the animal world for, you know, rodents, which these are. I think they're rodents, but anyways, that won't even be necessary. But I wanted to come up and show you, this little guy is out of the nest box, and I suspect his eyes are not open yet. And I don't know if mom will put him back. Oh, his eyes are open. Look at that little dot on his nose. Look how cute that is. Jet black. Little soft beauty. I'm going to put him back in the nest box. I don't know if mom will get him back in there or not. So there he is. And if you put your hand in there, it's literally like 30 degrees warmer just in that fur. That fur holds so much heat in that loftiness in there. Here's Bugs. He doesn't want you to touch him, but he definitely wants your attention. The whole time you're in here, he is running around and bumping into you. I've got some feeders. There's got to be a better feeder. These are Tractor Supply feeders. We wear through. They get little holes in them, so every time you feed, that's what this is. It's just feed coming through the bottom. You can see brand new pellets on the ground. So if times got harder, you know, you want to use as much as your pellets as you can. You can see, like right here, something has chewed through. This is mesh, it's a wire, but something has just busted through this stuff. It's cheap. So there's got to be a better feeder. These ones might be better. They seem a little better designed, but I think over time they'll fail too. The mesh lets the crumbs get out, keeps it from caking, but I used to have feeders that didn't have any of that. They were all sheet metal, and those rust over time too. Humidity gets in there. But if you, every week, like when I feed, these don't auto feed. Like that rabbit might be able to get his paw up there, but if you don't push these suckers down, they kind of get stuck, and you'll come out here and the hopper will be full, but the rabbit's, you know, not getting food or not carrying enough to get the food. So I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply today, pick up some more, whatever they have. I like to have a bunch of extras should we need them, or for like this Kentucky thing, in case we need to give them to some people. Nest boxes, I buy nest boxes also. Yeah, you can build them. What's your time worth? So I buy them, and I'm gonna pick up a tow chain. I got a dude, there was a little accident out here on the road, trailer tipped over. They used some guy's tow chain. It was left on the trailer. He came looking for his tow chain. We towed it up here, and then a wrecker company came and picked the trailer up a couple days later and took his chain. And he came looking for his chain, and he said, oh man, I told you that was my chain to grab it. Well, we had fucking cars running by. We're standing in the freeway out here. All kinds of chaos going on, and I don't know if he told me or not, but a super simple solution, I can go buy the dude a chain. Like, who knows, years later, that dude, I might need that dude's help for something, and rather than him have a bad taste in his mouth, I will go buy him a tow chain, and hopefully that makes him whole, and that solves things. Doesn't matter what you say, it only matters what they heard, right? And he thinks he said something to me, and he very well might have, but I'll go get him a chain. A chain is something all of you should have. If you've never used a tow chain, you should have. Look at this rabbit. Those sawhorses are 30 inches, 36 inches tall. He's standing up there trying to get the feed, I guess, or the poop. I don't know what he's after, because there's no fresh feed right there. There's tons of fresh feed on the ground here, but he's after like this. I don't know what he's after. I don't know what he's doing. He's a character though. This has to go, because she'll get in here and mess up all my rows of poop. It's always poop. Come on. Oh wow, did you see the rabbit just run after him? Good job, buddy. That's right, you get your ass on out of here. I see you, chicken. I see you. You need to run this way. And out the door with you. That's right. Good job, guard rabbit. I really think he just fucking, let me cut that part out. I really think he just attacked that rabbit. How crazy is it that I use the word fuck every other word, and this video will be demonetized because of it? But they are so sensitive that you are no longer allowed to be authentic, right? You can't say what you want to say. And rather than somebody just clicking the little button so that they never hear what I say again, instead of that, they want to make it so that you have to throttle what you say, rather than the person with the problem and sensitivity simply clicking a button and never seeing you again. There's a solution for everything, but the excuses they're giving you are not true. Because if it was about the consumer or somebody hearing bad words or children, you could click a button and they'd never hear it again. Instead, they want to get rid of you. You want some pets, huh? So that's a little big. Cuts it, no problem, but you got to take a couple whacks at it. Let's say it's 1/2 inch maybe. I need to cut a few bigger branches, but I figured this was a good opportunity to cut on this. I think this is a cedar. I'm not sure what this is, which I really should. So when you drive through these things, there's ticks in them in the summer. And if they don't even have to scratch on you. Like, they don't even have to rub on you to get ticks on you. Ticks will actually drop from trees on you, which I didn't know, but look that up. But I like to run the fence line once a week at least. And just make sure no animals have dug under or through, or just to see. And this is just part of that course. I don't run it enough that it's beat down, so I don't run it that frequently. And really, this is just an opportunity to use these loppers for a second. And of course they're going to cut awesome right now. They're brand new, so they're sharp. But that's a little better path now. I don't know what this is. I usually put it in the rabbit cages. They gobble it down. I assume if it's bad for them, they won't eat it, but I could be wrong, I guess. These are those blueberries, totally dormant. I'm gonna look up on YouTube and see how to prune them down, trim them so that they produce better this year. Why is the lid up? Just let temperature out?
Yeah, keep it from overcooking. I hit the right color and right temp.
Man, it smells so
Put on
good.
some extra cracked black pepper for a burn.
Yeah, you can smell it all the way up the hill.
Good smoke color too. You can see where it's split. Right
Yeah.
here, you can see how the smoke got in.
Yeah. Very nice. High five. What are you making with that?
That's just decided. Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Bacon, onion, vinegar. It's the wilted spinach.
Okay, all right.
Vidalia onions.
Can't have cornbread without the milk.
There's milk in there?
You know what that's from? You Without Me. It's like cornflakes without the milk. Orange Juice Jones.
What?
One of like the first rap songs that, well, I don't know about the first, but old rap.
Gang is one of the first raps.
You Without Me, like cornflake without the milk. Don't go in your closet. It's all gone. You've been busted. Man, you're so lucky.
You can go ahead.
Hold on a second. Let me get a look at that pot of meat. How big is that bowl? What is that? 5 gallon, 2.5. Well, it's probably 2.5 gallon. 2 gallon bowl.
2.5. 2 gallon.
And these might be your best ones yet, buddy.
So
They're tender. They're like they're wet, like moist.
gotta keep going out.
Yeah.
Make sure they're right at that. I don't want to get it too dried out.
No, they're so perfect, man. And that color is all the way through them.
Moist.
Moisture than a moisture. Do you like the word moist?
No.
What the fuck are you doing here? What's going on here?
Food. That's what's going on.
It's touchy.
Food.
Back once again at Tractor Supply. Favoriteest place in the world. I don't know about that, but I'm here a lot. That is a 16-foot chain. It's listed as a binder chain. They also had a toe. No, they had no toe chain. That is a 16-foot binder chain. They also had a logging chain. I don't know what the difference in these is. So if you know what the difference between binder chain, toe chain, and logging chain, I saw nothing in there anywhere that said toe chain on it. So this is a 16. I would have got a 20. They didn't have any. My intention was just to get the longest chain they had. We got it. We're going to replace it. So that's a 16-foot toe chain. I didn't see anything that said toe chain. It said binder chain. So if you know the difference between binder chain, toe chain, let us know. Leave the just leave us to us in comments and educate us. Like I don't know what the difference is. And I found nothing in the entire building that said toe chain.